Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Answer Room. The election is over. Finally, it's done.
It is.
And now we're all wondering what to do with our money in 2024.
Yeah, for sure.
So in this deep dive, we're going to look at 5 different investment strategies to help us figure that out.
Great.
We're going to cover everything from like the really secure stuff to, things with a bit more risk and reward.
Yeah, it's all about finding that balance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So think of this deep dive as kind of like getting our financial ship ready.
Oh,
Battening down the hatches and getting ready to sail smoothly through whatever, economic storms might be brewing.
I like that analogy.
Yeah, so let's just jump right in. The first thing we're going to talk about is real estate,
Okay.
specifically buying a house.
Classic.
Yeah. Forbes always talks about how owning your own home is like, it's a good investment.
Definitely. It's a piece of the world that you own, right?
Yeah, you're building equity.
Exactly. You're not just paying rent. You're actually putting money into something that will hopefully grow in value.
Right? And Bankrate actually thinks that now might be a really good time to buy.
Yeah, they're predicting that interest rates and housing policies might shift after the election.
Really?
Yeah, potentially, in a way that makes it more favorable for buyers.
So like if I were thinking about getting into the real estate market,
Mm-hmm.
are there any particular like locations or types of properties that I should be looking at?
Location is always key, as you know.
Yeah, for sure.
So you want to think about areas that are likely to see growth,
Right.
places with booming tech sectors, maybe cities that are benefiting from big infrastructure projects or, any area that's attracting a lot of economic investment.
Okay, so like specific example.
Well, cities like Austin, Nashville, Boise,
Okay.
places like that are seeing a lot of growth and development.
That makes sense. But what about people who aren't quite ready to buy a home?
Right.
What are some good options if you're looking for like security in these uncertain economic times?
Well, in that case, you might want to consider high-yield savings accounts and treasury bonds.
Oh, okay. So those are like the safe bets.
Yeah, exactly. They offer a lot of stability and peace of mind.
So like what's the deal with high yield savings accounts?
Well, NerdWallet actually keeps track of all these different accounts, and they've found that some of them offer significantly higher interest rates than traditional savings accounts.
Oh, wow.
So you're still getting easy access to your money, but you're earning a much better return.
That's awesome.
And then there are treasury bonds,
Right.
which are backed by the U.S. government.
So they're super safe.
Exactly. They offer a fixed interest rate and a guaranteed return of your principal, so it's a really reliable way to protect your money from inflation.
Okay, so those are great options if you're looking for stability.
Right.
But what if you want to kind of like ride the wave of the future and maybe take on a little more risk?
Well, in that case, you might be interested in green energy stocks.
Ooh, green energy. That sounds exciting.
It is. We're seeing a huge global shift towards sustainability, and Bloomberg predicts that government support for clean energy is only going to increase.
So it's like a good investment for the planet and for your wallet.
Exactly. It's a mega trend that's creating tons of opportunities for investors.
So within green energy, are there like specific areas that we should be looking at?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Think about solar, wind, and the infrastructure that's needed to support electric vehicles.
Okay.
For example, in the solar industry, residential solar installations are booming right now. So companies that are focused on that niche are seeing a lot of growth.
I see.
And then in wind energy, you might want to look at offshore wind farms.
Oh, okay.
They have a ton of untapped potential.
That makes sense. Now, MarketWatch actually has a whole list of renewable energy stocks to watch.
Oh, cool.
So I'll link that in the show notes.
Oh.
Okay, so we talked about buying a house,
Mm.
and we've talked about green energy stocks.
Yep.
Now let's talk about another way to invest in real estate without actually buying property.
Okay, you're talking about REITs,
Yes, REITs or real estate investment trusts.
real estate investment trusts, right?
So what are those exactly?
Basically, you're investing in a company that owns and manages a whole bunch of different properties, like office buildings, shopping centers, apartments.
Oh.
It's like being a landlord, but without all the hassle of actually managing the properties yourself.
So do you think now is a good time to be investing in REITs?
It could be Reuters is reporting that some of the policies that might come out after the election, like increases in infrastructure spending, could actually benefit REITs,
Interesting.
especially those that are focused on commercial real estate.
Oh, okay.
And another thing to keep in mind is that REITs are known for paying out regular dividends to their shareholders.
Oh, so you can actually make some passive income.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Okay, so now for our final investment destination, let's talk about precious metals,
Ah, the classics.
gold and silver,
Always a good choice.
right? CNBC always talks about how precious metals are like a safe haven.
Exactly,
Hmm.
especially during times of economic uncertainty.
And the World Gold Council has all this data on gold demand trends.
Yeah, and it all points to the fact that gold and silver tend to hold their value really well.
Yeah, they're a good hedge against inflation.
For sure. They add a layer of stability to your portfolio.
It's like having a little bit of insurance,
I like that.
just in case things get a little rocky.
Exactly.
So there you have it, 5 potential investment options for 2024.
There you go.
We've got buying a house in a growing area, the stability of high-yield savings accounts and treasury bonds, the exciting world of green energy stocks, the convenience of REITs, and the classic appeal of precious metals.
Sounds good.
So remember, the key here is to create an investment strategy that aligns with your own personal goals,
Definitely.
your risk tolerance, your long-term vision.
And don't forget to do your research.
Yes.
All those sources we mentioned.
Yeah.
Dig in, weigh your options, and make informed decisions.
Exactly. And let us know down in the comments
Yes.
what you think.
What your top choice is.
Yeah, exactly. So as you're thinking about all this, I want you to ask yourself, how do these strategies fit into your overall plan for the future?
Yeah.
Think long-term. Think strategically.
Good advice.
And remember, knowledge is your most valuable asset.
Absolutely.
So before we go, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. It really helps us out.
Yes.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.